Me, oh my, oh me. This game here, this game had me like, fee, five, four, fum. Who gonna come out lucky in this one? Because this game was retarded, because I didn't understand which way y'all was gonna go with this thing. Because you had one moment, you had a team that had momentum, they was getting the thing going on, and you was like, okay, things is warming up. Then all of a sudden, the floodgates open. And you sitting there looking like, what in the heck we got going on here? But you know what? Got to give each team their props because they both came out fighting to secure an opportunity for them to go play in the SWAC Championship. And there only can be one winner. It can only be one winner in this thing. But I got to be honest. I got some concerns. Yeah, Coach got some concerns. I'm going to talk about the concerns right after this. Favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos. And tap in a friend or two and tell them to come on in. It's no positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump on in this thing and get straight to it. Because they're like, Coach, what's your thoughts on all this? Listen, there's some things that's pretty freaking glaring to me. I got to give this young man his flowers because I've been waiting to see this young man get off all season long. And to be honest with you, I was wondering when it would happen. And Saturday was that day. I mean, that young man, like I said, he got off. Daquan Kinsey, I've been waiting to see this young man rush the ball like this all season long. Young man transferred over from Clark Atlanta University. You see what Clark Atlanta is doing over there in the SIAC. If you haven't checked them out, you need to go see exactly what they got going on because trust me, Coach Keaton in that program, Coach Keaton has that program on the rise as far as what they're looking to do, what they look to do this season, as well as what they're going to do in the coming season. Daquan Kinsey came from over there last season, came into the Alabama State football program. That young man had 13 rushes for 144 yards and 1 touchdown on the day. Now, I got to be honest with you. It seemed like Jackson State defense for a minute there, they was a little discombobulated. And finally, they were able to get some things together as far as what they needed to do to put some pressure on Alabama State to keep them from just running amok in this thing. Now, there's a couple of things here that kind of bothered me. One thing I did not like was how Kareem Key, how this young man, how I'm not gonna say set up for failure, but I just didn't like how things was rolling out there for this young man in this game. Like I stated before, the young man threw the ball 9 times, completed 3 for 4 yards, had 1 interception. There's no way in the world anyone is going to see a stat line like that ever again in life. Never. And if you thought this type of stat line was going to happen, you should have went ahead and played the damn lottery because I'm sure whatever number you would have played, you probably would have daggone won. I'm just going to be honest with you. But just looking at the Alabama State offense for a second here, because defense played lights out. I mean, I got a couple of guys here, Fletcher, Broad, Cunningham, Scarsboro. Hey, Jokers played lights out in this game. I mean, they left it all out there on the field. Number 96, number 7? Oh my God. They were sitting there trying to find a way to stuff them gaps. Jack State linemen, y'all got to sink y'all asses and fire off on the ball. I'm sorry. I am sorry, but I'm just going to say it how I saw it. And I mean, listen, a lot of this stuff that I saw going on, I'm like, man, are we having an issue? Are we forgetting our assignments here? You're looking to play in the SWAC Championship. There's no time to forget no damn assignments. There's no time to be looking like, oh, shit, he went right by me. Yes, he did. Get your behind up in there and block some damn body. That's what we need to be doing. But you know what? I'm sweating. Okay, I'm sounding like I'm on the damn sideline. Let me calm down. But listen. I'm just watching how everything is going. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, Jackson State literally had this game in the freaking chokehold. Do y'all not understand when you got your foot on somebody's neck, you squeeze their behinds out, man. You choke them out. You don't let your foot up. You got your foot on like this. You say, oh, well, I think I might want to let breathe just a little bit. I'm going to let. No, you don't let your foot up, man. You smash their behinds out. We're sitting here looking like, oh, my God. We up. No. And I understand. A lot of folks got a little upset because Jacoby had fumbled the ball at that time when Kinsey got the ball, ended up getting the ball, and that's when he hit that big one for 46 yards. I understand all that. Stuff happens. But listen to me. There's a lot on the line now, guys. Y'all got to get it in your head of what's going on. We can't make errant mistakes. You can't. You cannot get out there and make no errant mistakes. Errant mistake will send you behind home. Southern University is looking to come in this thing and get to you, but you got Alcorn State first. Alcorn State, listen, I think their defense somewhat plays similar to how Alabama State's defense played, where they're sitting, they got a linebacker, boy. Ooh, is it number 3? I think it's number 3 over there at Alcorn State. I'm going to talk more about him. That young man, he's coming. I mean, he coming downhill, and if he can knock your block off, guess what? He coming to punish you. He coming to baptize your behind. Yes. They're playing with that type of tenacity right now because guess what? Nobody has nothing to lose. And then think about it from this standpoint. Alabama State loses. Jackson State folks get to I'm going to say, it got a little sassy out there. I'm going to use that word because I got another word for I'm going to use. Yeah, y'all got a little sassy out there unnecessarily. And now we got 16 players out for the game this upcoming week. You got 7 for Jackson State, 9 for Alabama State. I'm like, come on, guys. What? Y'all need to be pointing at the scoreboard. Hey, y'all, man, look at the damn scoreboard. We beat y'all. Look at the scoreboard. Look, hey, we got the W. Look at the scoreboard. Y'all got to eat that L for a year. We got the damn W. That's what we should be doing, guys. But I understand sometimes, cooler heads don't prevail. And sometimes people just got to let it flow how they got to let it flow. And I get you. I've been there before. I've been there before. But I'm just saying, guys, now is not the time to do that. We got to think. But, let me get on these officials. Because I got to come back. I got to come back to the Alabama State office. I ain't done with that because, boy, I don't know what crackerjack box them SWAC officials came out of. When you see a kid get his helmet ripped off his head and you're standing there looking and you refuse to blow the whistle, throw the flag, something. I mean, walk up and tap the man on the shoulder and say, hey, son, I did see it. Do something. I mean, something. I mean, you standing there looking like, I can't throw that flag because they might get me. Man, you got to be kidding me. Come on, man. I mean, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at these penalties, man. It was like 8-5, and I think Jackson had like 85 yards in penalties. I think Alabama State had, maybe 50, 35, 50 yards, something like that. I'm just like, okay, none of this makes sense. But there's a lot of things out there that should have been called. I mean, I probably would have threw a flag. That's just because I'm like, listen, that you're looking at hurting somebody like that. I mean, come on now. If Jackson State breathed on the damn player in that game, y'all was throwing flags, boy, like y'all was out there like you was trying to toss your number at a cute lady walking down the sideline or something. I'm like, y'all need to get that madness together. I mean, this stuff here just don't make sense. And this type of madness can be costly. It can be costly for an athlete out there on the field. I'm not talking about the game necessarily, but I'm just saying for an athlete as far as injury-wise. But you know what? I'm going to leave y'all alone. But I'm going to go back to that. I got to go back to the Alabama State offense because I'm just like, bruh, I don't know what's going on with the Alabama State offensive coaching staff. That's what head coach included. And I don't mean no discord, no disrespect or anything like that to Coach Eddie Robb. But you're going to have to let your coaches coach. And I say that because was your offensive coordinator on the sideline with you guys in the game Saturday? Because the previous game, y'all should out there fussing on the sideline and you wanted to grab the quarterback to have him come talk to you before you get to the offensive coordinator. Now, like I said, I do wear glasses. Now, I could be a little blind. I could have missed, didn't see something correctly. I don't have a problem with ever saying I'm wrong. Hey, if you know me, you know me. Coach will never have an issue with saying, hey, my bad. I was wrong for that. I apologize. Don't have no issues with that. But I'm going to say this. That ain't the first time I've seen that. That's not the first offensive coordinator I've seen that. It's not. I'm like, if Coaches are not going to allow the coaches to do their job. How do you expect your athletes to give you the best that they have when they don't know exactly who they're getting the direction from? Because, and I say that because of the mere fact that you guys in the Grambling game ran, I would say, at least 85% of your plays towards your sideline. I remember a high school coach here in Atlanta, Georgia, that did that. And the crazy part about it was everybody used to sit back and laugh at that crap. They say, man, you know what? We know coach going to run the ball over there on that side, so we're just going to load the defense up over there to make them, because we know they're going to run over there. Or better yet, we'll stack it. We'll play it straight. And then everybody know once that ball is handed off, if they run the ball, go towards that sideline and stop them. I'm like, guys, you can't, listen. I don't know what type of Candyland offense we got going on here, but this man has got to stop. And I mean, honestly, truly, you got to find a happy balance as far as what's going on. If the philosophies don't mesh with your coaching staff, your team's not going to go anywhere. That's just a coaching tip for me. That I live by that. I'm just saying. I'm just talking because I want you to understand this is something that I live by. If we can't mesh as far as the philosophies that we're coaching, that we're using to coach these athletes, man, it's a waste of time because it ain't gonna work. You might flush that bad boy, and guess what? That's what exactly happened with this season. Flushed it. You flushed the season. But enough with all that. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on because, like I stated before, gotta give Jackson State defensive players as well as Alabama State players gotta give them their flowers on how well they played in this game. Like I stated before, I just wanted to see the quarterback over there, Mr. Kareem Keys. I want to say to him, I salute you, young man, for taking on the responsibility to play that position. Because I know, for one, if I'm not mistaken, you're playing out of position. So I salute you for taking on that task of leading this team in the manner which you've been able to do this season. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, one game the young man threw for like 230. Another game, I think he threw, 300? So I'm like, it's there for him to do it. But I'm just sitting there saying to myself, I'm like, come on, guys, at some point in time, we got to make sure we got the young man developed and we play to his strengths. And some of this stuff that was going on, I don't quite believe that. Because, I mean, when I'm sitting there looking at Eddie Rod walking up down the sideline, he got his hand over the mic. I'm like, hey, is he calling the plays? Is he sending out an order at Burger King? Let me get 3 number 10s and a number 4. Let me get a kids meal. I'm like, what we got going on? I'm like, help me understand exactly what's happening here, because this ain't making no sense. Like I stated before, this is something that I did not see happening. I really, I know the team themselves, they miss Andrew Body being out there on the field, competing with them. And like I stated before, again, play to the athlete's strength. How many of us played football back when we came through? They don't even play football like that no more. They don't even block that way no more. In some instances, I'm just being real with you. So let me leave that alone. But hey, salute to Kareem Key on a phenomenal season, taking over for the Alabama State Hornets football team as a quarterback. He's the 5th quarterback out there trying to do something for the team, trying to help lead the way for them to have possibly played in the SWAC Championship had they got this game. But unfortunately, it didn't go that way. But Jackson State. Man, I was looking for y'all to get Herb Mulligan popping in this thing. And my man only had 22 rushes for 57 yards, averaging 2.6. This man was running for $130 dang on almost every game. I'm like, he 100 yards over every game. I'm like, come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, we got guys that just did not. I mean, some folks out there got to be real with you guys. If I can cut at everybody else, I got to cut at you too. We were not. Hey, listen, you guys were not on point as far as the blocking assignments. You got to make sure you do what you're supposed to do. The main thing is the main thing. And guys didn't follow it in this instance. Like I stated before, you guys as a team was able to rush the ball 44 times for 74 yards. That's nuts. That's nuts. But you know what? Travis Terrell, got to give him his props. He did get out there. He helped along with the duties rushing the ball. He rushed the ball 4 times for 28 yards, averaging 7 yards per carry. But the one thing that I did like about this game, Jacobian Morgan, even though you had a couple of blunders, out there on the field, the interception and the fumble. You came back, you hung in there, you was able to throw 2 touchdown passes, one to Janalen Dupree and the other one was Jamil Gardner, in which both of them caught touchdown passes on the day. Janalen Dupree, oh my God, between him and Terrell Jr., boy, hey, somebody tell me which one of these two is the fastest player on the team. Matter of fact, who is the fastest athlete on your team? I just got to ask that question because both of them two jokers, boy, they got speed. And I mean, it's something that I'm just sitting there like, boy, get them guys off in space, let them do their work. Let's go. Hey, get this thing moving. But like I said before, Robert McDaniel and Jeremiah Williams, y'all boys showed out in this game. Rob McDaniel was just all over the daggone field. That young man had 14 tackles on the day, 3 tackles for loss, and he had a sack with a force. He had a sack with a forced fumble. So I had to give him his props on that as well. True Thompson was out there balling out. Big True was out there putting in that work, boy. Hey, True got out there, boy. He got up in that boy face like, yeah, you want this work? That's the type of nastiness I've been waiting to see from some damn body out there on the field playing on the defensive side of the ball. And finally, we got to see a little bit of that action in this game. Like I stated before, neither team was backing down, either on offense or defense, and I like what I saw. But I'm going to be real with you. Alabama State, y'all lucked up in this thing, boy, because Jackson State left some major points on the field. And his score should have been a lot worse than what it was. But Jackson State got out of there with the win, 16-10, and they moved on to go play in the SIAC in the SWAC Championship against Southern University, who clinched this past weekend as well. So we're going to see exactly how all this go down. But Jackson State is getting ready for Alcorn State. Alabama State, I believe, is getting ready for the Prairie View. So we're going to see how all of this is going to shake up this weekend, how everything's going to go. FAMU, y'all on the clock, boy. I got to come talk about y'all too, because, boy, what y'all did, what y'all didn't do. Goodness gracious, man. What? Let me save it. But, hey, Coach going to go ahead and get a bone out this thing. I know I done talked to y'all long enough. Y'all probably, come on, Coach, man, damn. Why you got to be on us like this, bro? Why you just can't go back and just give us stats like you normally do? Just keep this thing bland, man. Just let us be. Can we just have a little time? Heck no, I'm going to give it to y'all like I'm giving it to them damn Falcon fans. They suck. I'm just telling them straight up right now. Hey, listen, my Broncos wore they behind out yesterday, boy, and I got none but Falcon fans, and none of them want to talk to me right now. And it's okay. It's okay. Hey. We are their daddy. I'm just saying, hey, I said it first. But hey, I'm going to go ahead and get up on the other thing. But hey, Coach is being silly right now. But until next time, be the one and lead.